welcome to today's edition again on OLD and TV, where we ignite insightful conversations. With me today is an amazing person. He's an advocate for leadership, an upcoming OD practitioner, and lots more. And I am your anchor, Blessing Dolo, broadcasting live from the OLD and TV studios. Without any further ado, if you're watching us on Facebook, please make sure you follow us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the notification bell to be the first whenever we upload a video, and please follow us on IG as well. That's Instagram as well. And we're going straight into the session for today. Remember what I said, where we ignite insightful conversations. That's actually our slogan, igniting insightful conversations. So Mr. Mompati, thank you very much for joining us today. Please do us the honors of introducing yourself very briefly.
Thank you very much, Blessing. This is let me also greet the viewers and my name is Mompati Kadie from Botswana. I'm an educational consultant and a trainer. I'll just stop there for now. I'm a member of OLDN.
Okay, that's great. So for today's session, I have a few drafted up questions for you, and we are going straight into the questions for today.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, so you are currently one of the learners at the Certified Organization Leadership and Development Consultant program. Tell us about your professional study, the journey so far.
Thank you once again. I'm currently working as a full-time control and instrumentation technician. Like I said, I also do part-time educational consulting and training. But I want to just say, since I joined the OLDN network, I've really seen myself growing up professionally in the way how I approach other people that I work with, the way that I approach the people that I meet, and the way that I approach the students, because I'm mostly working with students in schools and teachers and parents. But since I joined the OLDN network, I want to confidently say I've learned quite a lot from the lessons that I have attended.
Okay, that is wonderful. I'm sure my mentor will be thrilled to hear you say that. Dr. Justin Chinyoperekwe as well is my mentor. Anyways, I would like to know, out of curiosity and just knowledgeable something, what actually attracted you to this professional qualification?
I'm one person who is interested in learning leadership. So I think it was one day that I was just scrolling through Facebook, and then I came through one post that was talking of the OLDN network. And then so I went to their website and started, reading about what is this network all about. And then I said, this is the right network that I need to join for me to grow professionally and in leadership skills. And so I was interested and I joined, and I am now a full member.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, now tell us about the type of tell us about the kind of person you were before you joined the program, what you are currently, and what are your future ambitions?
I'd firstly start with saying I'm one person who also works with a lot of groups, whether in WhatsApp or just physically meeting with people and working together. I was always wondering why most of the time you only find there's a few people that are working in the group. And so what I've also learned and appreciated from this network is, what I've learned is there's always 10% that is committed in any group. And it takes much courage to have more than 10% of people working. So nowadays, when I'm working with groups and only few people are there and few people are being committed, I just take it to say, okay, this is a norm to say just 10% is okay. Work with the 10% that you have got and you will achieve what you want.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's one way of putting it. It's quite interesting. But then with that being said, what are some of the unique distinctive features of the professional certification?
Come again?
What are some of the unique or distinctive features of the professional certification? Like an emblem, what makes it stand out from the other certifications out there?
Oh yeah. The one thing that I want to say is what I was learning or what I've learned from this network. I'm one person that have done a lot of online courses.
Mm-hmm.
And from this one, it's very different in standing apart from the other networks that I'm in the sense that what they're encouraging is not you getting a certificate, but it's you applying what you are learning.
Mm-hmm.
We are more into application than theory.
Mm-hmm.
That what is it that you are learning? Are you really applying it in the field, or you are just learning and getting a certificate and putting it under your books or under your files and say, no, I've got a qualification here, but not practicing what you have learned. So one thing that I like about this network is the encouragement of saying, let's put into practice what we are doing. We are looking at what you are doing, not qualifying you.
Okay, that's true. That's cool. Okay, so now with I've listened to what you've said, and it actually pulls me to the next question in mind. So with this program that you're currently doing at the COLDC, and the way you've studied so far, and the other programs you've studied with, and the other places you've studied with so far, can you tell us? Do you think there are additional methods which could be applied in the methodology of teaching at the COLDC? Do you think other methods should be added?
For now, I would say I've seen everything to be quite fine, from the setups of the interviews and the presentations of the lecturers who have been invited to come and present. I don't think there is, for now, I would say there's nothing that I would think will be added. I think we are going quite well.
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you for saying that. So the professional qualification focuses on knowledge, skills, and abilities in organization development and change. Tell us the value that you derive from your participation.
It's respect. That's one thing. I remember one day I was asking in one of the meetings here, and I was saying, but we have got doctors and professors, but I'm hearing people addressing them as just by their names, just like saying Mompati or Blessing, not attaching the qualifications. Mm-hmm. And you know what I learned is it's not all about giving that kind of respect. All we are saying is we are in one table and we are going to be learning from one another. So it's not in many places where you'd find a doctor seated with a scholar and discussing all at the same level. You'll always find somebody wanting to be identified or people to easily see that, no, this one is a doctor, this one is a scholar, and this one is a learner. But one thing that I've learned and I appreciated here is the veil of respect.
That's true. That's true. It's very, very true. It's true. I've been in several of the conferences even before I became part of this. Before Doctor invited me, I attended a couple of them, and it's not really about the titles. It's not really about the title. I see they have this. I don't know this. It's like a family thing. It's like a family to me. Anyways, let's not get into that. I don't want to really get into that. So, as an international program, how did the program support your professional growth and network?
There's quite a lot to say to that. I have networked with quite a lot of experts from this network. And I'm confidently learning, and they are always grooming me. When I'm seeking for help, I'm just, they're always a phone call away or a message away to respond to my request. So I've seen myself, growing professionally because there's always guidance that is given when I feel like I'm lost.
Okay, that's true. Okay. Yeah, it's really, really, I think I think I like it. It's really good. So, what are some of the core values, if you've said that? So then what are some of the core values and principles that you learned from this program? With that being said, so now the core values you've learned in this program, what are they? You'd like to share?
You mean the core values of the network, or?
No, that which you obtained, that which you got from the program.
No, I think my presentation skills now, I'm one person that always was doing presentations, but since I met this network, I would say my presentation skills has really grown. You know, I'm always confident, you know, standing before the people and presenting my issues to them. So I just confidently say, you know, my presentation skills, you know, my research skills, you know, they are there. And I'm confident and I'm happy about it.
Okay. That's great. That's great. Now let's talk about one of your lead faculty. So Dr. Justin Chinyoperekwe is the lead faculty, and you have had guest lecturers from international OD and change professors. Tell us about Dr. Justin's approach to professional learning.
Dr. Justin.
His approach to professional learning.
It will be difficult to sit down and explain that man in 15 minutes. But one thing that I love about him is he's not one person who'd encourage the acquiring of the certificate. I remember that I think it was the few presentations I attended on OLDN where he was saying he rejected an offer that he was given of a recognition certificate. And he was saying it's not all about being recognized, but it's all about, you know, being felt for what you are doing, bringing change. You know, people are just being recognized because they've got qualification to doctors, they are professors, and so they are just being recognized. But looking at what they have done, you can't even feel it. You can't even see it. So I just, you know, the way he approaches life motivates me. And I'm happy to have met such kind of a man.
Okay, that's wonderful. It's one way of putting it. It's one way of putting it. Mr. Mompati, please tell us one more thing again about yourself. You mentioned a lot of things when you were introducing yourself, and I'd like to know this. Have you written a book yet? After this program you've attended, do you plan on writing a book?
Yeah, I'm working on writing a book. And like I said, I've got some mentors and I've got some coaches, you know, who are working with me. I've talked to them and they are ready to assist me on writing this book. I'm just trying to write a book that will motivate the parents, you know, to take part in the academics of their children. Because many a times you find the parents will take their children to school and leave them there. And expect, you know, good results from their students, though they are not taking part. So I'm trying, you know, working on writing such kind of a book.
Okay, that's great. I was gonna ask you next, like, how do you intend to impact people? But then since you mentioned that you're writing a book on how parents should participate in the education of their children, I think that is wonderful. I think that is wonderful. But then do you intend to reach like even the parents in the suburbs, or it's for a particular group of parents?
You know, I would say Botswana have covered quite a lot of some places. If it wasn't because of this COVID, I was going to go out, you know, to the neighboring countries and start from there.
That's true. Okay. Okay, that's wonderful. So we actually have come to the end of today's edition. Mr. Mompati, thank you very much for joining us today. It is indeed an honor to have you with us today. And we hope to have you back so we could tag you as well on this video. Thank you everyone for watching, and stay tuned in to another wonderful edition We are bringing another wonderful edition where you will really, really, really get impacted. So stay tuned in at OLD and TV. Once again, I am your anchor, Blessing Dolo, from the OLD and TV broadcast. And please visit our website at www.central.com. The link is below the video. So you can click on the link, and to be a part of the OLDN member or to enroll for the certification program, kindly visit the link as well that is below. Thank you and stay tuned in.